I released a video a couple of weeks ago that outlined a few retakes that are light on edits, making them easy for controller players. This is going to be part 2 of that tutorial, but with retakes that are more protected, making them more difficult but more effective. If you're having trouble with these, I suggest mastering the ones in my other video first. I'm going to start with the easiest one and then move to the harder ones from there. I came up with these myself, so be sure to let me know what you think in the comments. Good luck. So in my opinion, of the 3 I'm going to teach y'all today, this is the easiest one. You're just going to start out with a double ramp like this, get your bottom ramp out in front of your top one. You're going to place 2 walls, a cone above you, and then a ramp right here. Again, you've got to place this ramp, obviously, to maintain the protection. But then from there, you're going to build a ramp, and then you're going to jump and place a floor and a ramp as you jump. So like that, okay? And you're gonna edit through these 2. You can just edit through one, like this one right here, if you wanted to, but I prefer to edit through both. When you get good at this, you can jump, place the floor and the ramp, and edit through it all at the same time. Then from here, you're gonna come up and you're gonna place a wall and a wall right here. And as you jump, you're gonna place a ramp and a cone. Don't look up when you place the cone. If you do, you'll end up placing the cone right there. You just want to like look at the ramp in front of you, and it's going to place the cone, and then you're going to place a wall and a wall here to maintain some protection from behind, because they're going to be coming from this way probably, or like over here. And then you're just going to do an elevated side jump, and then from there you can do 90s or 180, whatever you want to do. So this is what this first retake is going to look like from your opponent's view. They're probably going to be like somewhere around here. As you can see, it's not completely protected, but it's going to be tough for them to get a shot on you. I mean, they could get a shot on you maybe like right here, but they're not going to be able to see your head most of the time, or even your upper body probably. And then like as they build up towards you while you're doing it, I mean, they could get a shot on you right here when you're jumping, but that movement is so quick, and you're only in that spot for like a split second, and again, like they're not going to be able to see your head, so it's going to be tough for them to get a shot. So this one's really good, it's really protected, it's really easy too. So this second one I'm going to show y'all is probably my favorite of the 3. It's really not that difficult. You just got to get the movement down. It's just 3 or 4 moves put into one, but it's extremely protected, and it involves throwing up 4 cones, which I love because when I'm like doing 1v1s or anything like that, I like to try to throw off and more or less fake out the person that I'm 1v1ing, especially if they're good. So start this one out the same way as the others by double ramping out, bottom ramp in front of top ramp. You're going to place 4 cones just like that. You'll do it kind of like in that motion right there. You're going to place a wall, ramp, edit the corner tile of this cone. You want to make sure you only edit the corner tile. That's going to give you the most protection. But then from there, you're going to place a wall here, one right there, then one attached to it over there, and a stair. You want to do this while you're jumping, so it's going to look like that. And then from there, well, let me backtrack. So make sure you get these 2 parts down first, because the next one is definitely the hardest. It's all about cursor placement and movement. So when you land right here, you want to immediately jump, and you're going to place a wall here, a cone, and a stair. And again, you want to jump before you start that. You want it to like be fluid. You want to keep moving. The reason this is hard is because a lot of the times your cone is going to want to place like right there, or you may do something like this where you place that cone and then you place one below you because you're not looking at the right spot on the wall. So what I try to practice is when I get right here, I'll place this wall, and then to place this other one, I'll come up in this movement, like right there, okay? And then, so once I place this wall, I'll bring it back this way, still kind of coming up, to place cone and ramp. You want to make sure you're looking at the top half of this wall right here when you place the cone, otherwise you're going to place it below you. Just practice this part a bunch, eventually you'll get the hang of it. And then from there you're just going to place a wall, you can do your side jump. And then, from there you could do 90s, or you could do 180, whatever you prefer. So let's see what this one's going to look like from your opponent's view. So they're probably going to be somewhere around here when you start out. You place your 4 cones, they build up, right? So there's an opening right here, and that's where you make that jump, and then you jump immediately again up into this cone. I don't see how anyone is ever going to pull this shot off right there that quickly. I mean, you're there for maybe 1/10 of a second. But other than that, like that is the only time you are exposed at all. So this third one is definitely the hardest in my opinion, but it's also the longest one. You're going to start it out by double ramping up. You're going to place a wall, a cone, and a ramp. Now when you get here, just hold down your turbo build on your ramp, and you're going to turn and place a ramp here, and then a second one over here connected to it. So it's going to look like that. Okay, so you're going to want to place both those ramps, and then you're going to catch yourself like right after both those ramps place with a floor and a ramp. Okay, so once you do that, you're going to edit through this floor, and again, you have to have this ramp here, the second one, you have to. But you're going to edit through right here, you're going to place a ramp here, and then you're going to jump with a floor and a ramp, catch yourself. Then right here, you're going to edit through. You can edit just this tile or both of them. It's up to you. You're going to edit through, you're going to place a wall and a cone, and you're going to turn and place a wall behind you, and then jump and do like that, okay, with a ramp. Now from here, you're going to place a cone above you. Don't look up when you place it, just look right in front of you. And then, so you're going to place that cone, and then you're going to go wall, wall, and you're just going to do your side jump. This is what the third one's going to look like from your opponent's point of view. As you can see, there's not really anywhere for them to get a shot on you. If you didn't have this second ramp right here, they would have a free shot. So that's why it's so important to make sure that you get that second ramp. But otherwise, I mean, there's really nowhere for them to take a shot on you. And as they're building up, I mean, there's nowhere for them to get a shot. This move is great for creative, but it's also really good in public games. That's where I use something like this the most, where you really only need to gain like a level or two of height, and your opponent isn't like just sitting up 1v1ing waiting for you to build up. And so that's where I like to use this, but what you're going to do is while you're double ramping, you're going to put a cone above you. In a creative match, I would try to put this floor here and edit through it so that your opponent can't place it and block you. But in like a public game, I honestly most of the time don't even do that. I'll just place a cone and then come up and place two walls right there. Razor X jump, just like that. And right when you land, you're going to place this cone above you. Don't look up when you're placing this cone, just look right out in front of you. And then from there, if you're really good, you can place another two walls right here. You don't have to, but then you're just going to side jump again, like a normal side jump, and build up from there.